Hello guys, thank you for tuning into my channel. My name is Anthony and I do take this opportunity to welcome all of you today. It's my hope and expectation that today's episode will add benefit, it will be of benefit and it will add value to you as a person, even as we continue on our leadership series. So today's episode I'd like to talk about the Code of Competence. So either the language of competence or the Code of Competence. And I think it's a very important aspect that we need to look at, and hopefully it will make sense by the end of the video. So let's begin. You as a young leader, you as a prospective young leader, you're driven by your vision, you're driven by your aspirations, you want to become better, you want to change society. I hope that's why you're stepping forth to be a leader. You having the desire to want to do better means you need to think better. You need to think differently. You need to view life differently. You need to perceive the prospect of the future differently, because you can only do better if you're offering better. And better means the solution that you are proposing comes to advantage our life, comes to better the life of the people that you're representing. So you need to look at a model that has worked, okay? And specifically because I'm talking to people in Kenya, we have the advantage of looking at the more developed countries that have gone before us. There is a broad spectrum that we can choose from when it comes to development. They are policies that have worked, they are models that have worked, they are structures that have been built that are efficiently working, and so we have something to pick from because there are systems that have been tried and tested and have proven to be effective. So it makes it kind of easier for us to find somewhere where we can what's this word called, benchmark. So we can benchmark from different countries. We can benchmark from a variety of options that are available to us as a people, as prospective leaders, and therefore you need to do research on what you're called to do. You are a leader who has a calling to solve a certain problem. That problem is not just any other thing. How you solve that problem is going to define how your legacy will look like. There are people who come up with solutions that are very flimsy. They don't even last 5 years. We need another problem. It means that was not a well thought out solution. That was a solution that was just papered over, and it cannot withstand the test of time. So you as a leader, you need to be a leader of substance. You need to have long-lasting solutions. You need to think beyond you. You need to think of the future generations. You need to leave something that you'll be remembered for. Okay? And therefore this brings about the issue of competence. There's a video that I did a while back when I talked about competence, and I mentioned competence basically implies you are demonstrating high signals of reliability. So how reliable are you as a person to deliver a quality thing? Okay, what is your measure of standard? What is your level of quality? What principles do you live by? And therefore there is a code of competence that leaders have, and this code is not just applied superficially. You need to have done the groundwork for you to have the right to apply this code. Why do I say this? People who are competent don't need to be told they are competent. They know they are competent by the results that they're able to produce. So it is the results that speak for you. And one of the codes of competence, the languages of competence, is that competence is not loud. It does not shout. You don't need to blow your own trumpet. Let your work speak for you. Let the fruits of your labor speak for you. People who want to blow their own horn or their trumpet, it means they want to be believed based on what they speak, as opposed to what they do or what they've been able to deliver. So you need to know when to speak. You need to know when to keep quiet. You don't need to blow your own trumpet. Focus on being competent. Focus on being good at what you do. Focus on acquiring the knowledge that you need. Focus on having the skills that equip you as a leader. A competent person does not go competing with everyone. You know what you're good at, you stick to what you're good at, you perfect what you're good at, and you let your results speak for you. The reason why you see a lot of conflict in society, you see people, bad-mouthing each other here, throwing jabs here and there, is because people are incompetent. And if you are incompetent, you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, and therefore you find yourself mostly positioned wrongly. You are positioned in places that you're not supposed to be in, and therefore you start conflicting with other people because you're infringing on spaces that were not meant for you. A competent person understands what they're good at and what they're not. They focus their strengths on what they're good at and maximize on that. No one will come to defeat you at what you're good at. No one will come to infringe on your space within your own environment. As a leader, there is what God has given you. There is the natural ability that you have. There is the gifting that you have. Stick to your gift, equip yourself, polish yourself, build yourself. No one can snatch what you have within you. But if you don't understand who you are, if you have not worked on your competence ability, you're going to start infringing on other people's jurisdiction, and since that is not your place of assignment, you will look like a fraud, and you will feel insecure when someone calls you out because of trying, to present yourself as something that you're not. So most people are placed in the wrong places. You're seeking positions that are not yours. You're not where you're supposed to be. That is not where your calling was assigned. And therefore you become an imposter trying to do something that was not meant for you. And the bad thing with being an imposter is that it will show. Maybe not in the beginning, but with time the mask fades off. It becomes clear and evident that you do not have the capacity to do this thing. So when people look at you, they see you as a fraud. And that is why you find there are leaders who feel they are obligated to try and defend themselves by the words that they speak. Every time they stand up, it's like they have an internal battle within themselves. There's an inward conflict. Like there are two voices, one saying that you are incompetent and the other one is trying to convince you. That's why you'll hear a leader standing up and saying, I am the best. I am the best at this. I am the best. You don't need to tell people you're the best. Let your results speak for you. The fact that you feel the need to come and convince us of your qualification by the words you speak, it means you have an inferiority complex within you. You feel insufficient because confidence is not loud. Competence is subtle, is silent. It works in silence, but its results are seen in public. So, a leader who knows their value, who knows their worth, does not need to convince you how good they are. They let their work speak for themselves or for itself. The leader lets his work speak for himself. So I don't need to come and convince you how good I am. You can check my work, you can analyze it, you can rate it. If I'm not good, you can see it by the results that I'm able to produce. So as an upcoming leader, you need to understand the code of competence. Competence is not loud. Don't go out proclaiming your own goodness and what. No. Let your work speak for yourself. Okay? Competence is not needy. I repeat, competence is not needy. Competent people don't go fighting for positions. They don't go fighting to be seen in the front places, The Bible tells us clearly, even Jesus taught this, when you are invited to a banquet, to a feast, don't go sitting at the high table. Go sit at the back, so that if you are of value, the owner of that place will come and take you from the back to the front, and everyone will see the value and importance that you have. Stop taking yourself to the front places, and yet you are not even the best. So what's the embarrassment that comes with you being removed from that place that you had taken yourself, taken back to where you belong? You see, there's a hidden message between that analysis that Jesus gave. Some of you promote yourself faster than your qualifications do. In your mind, you have imagined yourself to be this grand, big person, but yet you do not have the competence that matches that dream or that vision that you have of yourself. So competent people are not needy people. When I know my capacity, I know my value, I know what I bring to the table, I know that the right people, when they see what I have, they will match my expectation. So I do not chase after everyone, because not everyone sees your value. Not everyone will match my value. Not everyone will take me for what I am worth. And therefore, if you respect yourself, you will be respected as a leader. If you are everywhere doing everything, then you become just another fool who everyone disrespects. So stop being needy, stop being loud, stop being attention seeking. Work on your craft, work on yourself, work on improving your capacity to deliver, work on your knowledge, work on gaining knowledge. Some of you are rushing to become leaders, but yet you have a big knowledge deficit of what you need to learn vis-a-vis what you know. That's why you see when certain people are taking into debates, they can't even articulate a point. They can't even articulate their agenda. They have not understood their manifesto. Why? Because there's a knowledge deficit. And instead of you working on gaining the much needed knowledge to help you become articulate in what you are called to do, you are chasing the limelight with zero content in your brain. So when you are taken to a place of equals, you cannot match their intellect. Why? Because they have taken time to work on themselves. You have taken time to chase the limelight. And this is why you find people embarrass themselves when they are invited to big platforms. Why? Because they were not prepared. Preparation will never disappoint you. Okay? We talk about great people in this world. There's something that I heard somewhere that made a lot of sense to me. Someone said that luck is not just luck. Luck comes to those who are prepared. There is an analogy that I will give. There are two people here. You have the opportunity to meet the president. Okay? One person meets the president, they go and take a selfie. Another person meets the president, then they present a proposal that they had concerning a certain agenda. And so this one person, when they go home, the only thing they have is the selfie they took with the president. The other person has presented a proposal for a solution to a certain problem in society. So the president directs this person to a specific official in government who will help the person implement that thing. And therefore, that begins a journey of potential, legacy for that person, because they were prepared. So when the opportunity came, it met a prepared person. So what you will call luck, he will call it preparation, because both of them had the opportunity to meet the president. This one was prepared, the other one was not prepared. So the breakthrough came. The public will see it as luck, but he will see it as preparedness, preparation in advance. So, young leaders, stop chasing the limelight, stop chasing publicity. Chase after things that build your competence. Chase after things that will add value to your being as a person. Your mental understanding, your knowledge capacity, your awareness of the system of the world, your awareness of where you are called to be a leader, your awareness of the people that you should lead. Those are the things that should occupy your mind. How do I improve my knowledge on my area of calling? How do I build capacity in myself? What are my weak areas that I should work on? Are my social skills at par with what is required? Am I good at articulating my issues? Am I good at converting my ideas and my thoughts into an implementable plan? So you should think about these things and you should work on them every day so that you become effective in what God has called you to be. So I will stop it at that for today. I hope that you will digest on that and it will work for your benefit and for your good. Okay? So I will see you for my next episode. Like, share, and subscribe. Cheers and God bless you.